For a while, we've heard conservatives say that liberals and progressives don't have ideas. What's your reaction to that charge?
It's not that we don't have ideas. I think sometimes we've been afraid to actually put them out there for fear of sounding too big and too bold. And I think now's the time when maybe it's just that we are in such a crisis that folks are actually realizing that we have no choice but to be big and really bold if we're going to have any kind of impact.
And what ideas did you bring to your community in the South Bronx?
The idea that you don't have to move out of your neighborhood to live in a better one. The idea that you can actually take something that folks from outside of your community might think is like a dirty, disgusting thing, and then actually recognize that there's actually lots of assets in it that just need to be uncovered and nurtured and supported in ways, and whether it's the environment or whether it's the people that live in our own communities, you've got to apply some care, to the most challenged segments, of whatever it is.
And one last question. There was a focus on environmental justice 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to completely transform the environmental movement.
Right.
What's happening now with your work in bringing sustainable principles to the South Bronx? How is that changing the environmental movement today?
We're coupling environmental remediation with poverty alleviation. You need to do both, especially in this crisis that we're in right now, whether it's climate change or whether it's, the rising gap between rich and poor and the dwindling middle class, and the fact that we've got all sorts of environmental issues, including global warming, to deal with. If we're not dealing with both of those at the same time, then what we're going to continue to experience, is this incendiary situation where people don't necessarily feel as though they're anything but a part of the problem. And when we have people, lots of them, feeling that way, bad things are going to happen, and they're going to continue to happen. And I think the kind of approach that we're taking shows that you can actually do some good and do well at the same time.